By an act of faith, Enoch skipped death completely. They looked all over and couldn't find him because God had taken him. We know on the basis of reliable testimony that before he was taken, he pleased God. It is impossible to please God apart from faith. And why? Because anyone who wants to approach God must believe both that he exists and that he cares enough to respond to those who seek him, or that he rewards those who diligently seek him. And what pleases God? Is it sinning with faith that pleases God? Is he going to reward those who disobey him diligently? No, Enoch, the Lord comes with 10,000 of his holy ones to execute judgment on all and to convict all the ungodly of their deeds of ungodlessness that they have committed in such an ungodly way, and all of the harsh things that the ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Does that sound like God is going to come back with 10,000 of his most faithful sinners to judge and convict all the ungodly? How could they judge and convict all the ungodly if they themselves are ungodly? These are grumblers, malcontents, following their own sinful desires. They are loud-mouthed boasters showing favoritism to gain advantage. A malcontent person is someone who is chronically dissatisfied, rebellious, and unhappy with the state of affairs, often complaining unreasonably and acting as a disruptive force. So when it says it's impossible to please God, it doesn't mean that you can only please God through faith alone. God gave me this analogy. It says, but women will be saved through childbearing. Does that mean that unbelieving women are automatically saved? No. Let's put it this way. It's impossible to please your mom if you don't believe that she is your mom. Imagine the mom who birthed you, took you home, and then one day took you to the park and said, all right, come on, let's go. I'm gonna make dinner for you, going to make a nice warm bath. And then your child goes, you're not my parent. Huh? Well, it's impossible to please your parent if you don't have faith they're your parent. So that's what that means, that faith gets you in the running. No faith cannot even receive a reward. Now, if you're at the park and you know that is your parent, you're like, hey, all right, let's go. Ready? And the child goes, yes, I believe you're my parent, but I'm not going to go with you. Oh, why? Because I don't have to. I just believe you're my parent. No, but you're a kid. You're supposed to come in with me in the car. I can't leave you by yourself. Telling you these instructions to protect you, not to control you. Telling you because I love you. And if you loved me, you would obey what I commanded you. That's why the Lord says, if you love me, you will obey my commands. Same thing with mothers. They tell you things because they love you. Not just for you to believe that they're your mom and then disrespect them and not do anything that they tell you. So then the last example, if you're a child and you go with your mom to the park and the mom says, it's time to go. And the child believes that the parent is their mom and gets in the car, then that's faith plus works. Getting in the car is obedience. Because if you truly believe that they're your parent, you would go home with them. But if you just say that you believe that they're your parent and you don't go home with them, then you don't actually believe. You're just saying you believe, but the parent knows that you don't actually believe. In reverent fear, Noah constructed the ark because he had faith first. If Noah would have said, oh no, I have faith, so I don't have to build the ark, faith without works is dead, then Noah would be washed away just like the other unbelievers. And then it says, by faith Abraham obeyed when he was called out to a place where he received an inheritance. By faith Moses grew up and refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He could have had a good life, living at large, pretending to be Pharaoh's grandson, having slaves under him, living in a mansion, eating whatever he wants, having a good life. But he rejected that through faith, choosing to rather be mistreated with the people of God rather than enjoying the fleeting pleasures of sin. Many people are thinking, oh, by faith, I'm going to enjoy the fleeting pleasures of sin instead of being mistreated for God. You got it backwards. That's not what faith means. Faith is so grand that you would go out of your way to be different, to be mistreated, because your reward in heaven is greater. It says, "He considered the reproach of Christ greater wealth than the treasures of Egypt, for he was looking to the reward in heaven." By faith, the people crossed the Red Sea on dry land, but the Egyptians, when they attempted to do the same, were drowned. They had enough faith to cross the Red Sea too and think that the Red Sea was not, or the water was not going to ambush them. The Egyptians walked right through because they didn't see that the favor of God was related to surviving. And they thought, well, if they can do it, I can do it too. They're just trying to catch them. Instead, what happened to them? They were not God's people, truly. So they were not saved through the Red Sea. You could say the Egyptians had faith, but they had faith without works. That's why they drowned. By faith, the prostitute Rahab did not perish with those who were disobedient. That means she didn't stay disobedient. That means she didn't stay a prostitute. That means her circle were those who were righteous. And it was by faith that she was given a friendly welcome to the spies. It was only by faith that she was able to not perish in disobedience. But if you have the faith that Egyptians had, only half faith, that'll get you halfway through the Red Sea parting, but then ambushed when the water comes, well, what good is that faith if it perishes and there's no reward at the end? So run in such a way as to win the prize. It's not enough to just be in the running. Having faith alone gets you in the running, but you gotta run. If you actually believe that God is your parent, then you listen to him out of love and reverent fear for him. You get on the ark, you construct that ark, you walk through the Red Sea parting, you abide in him by reading the word